Hi everyone. Today I want to talk a little bit about anger. Anger is one of the questions that keeps coming up over and over again in the you know group of people who are studying about Buddhism and want to understand and how they can control their angers and why angers keep you know coming up and causing problem. So and there are many people talk about anger. So this is my perspective. How can we handle anger? Okay, so most of us, how do we get angry? We get angry for it's because for most of us, we think because somebody or something happens and we don't like it. Let's say somebody say something to you to you, right, that you don't like, whether they call you name or they insult you or they do whatever. So when you hear things that you don't like, okay, which is coming from that outside source, right, somebody makes you angry. Okay, so that's one source. There's so many sources that we think of anger, that we get angry because of different kinds of sources, but that's one of the most common source. Somebody say something to us or make gesture or whatever we don't like. And how do we know that? Is in all we receive that information through our eyes and the ear. It come through here and come through here. Okay, so when you see something or you hear, especially anger, when you hear something that you don't like, whether someone look down at you, call you a dog, you are doormat, treat you or whatever, and that generate anger in you. And of course, for us, for we think we always say that person make us angry. So that's one kind of anger. The other anger is arise from something that we also don't like, but it's not that the outside source generate first, but it come from us first. Let's say we want to do something or we want to accomplish something, whether it's school or at work, or you have a goal or you have something to do, or whether with your family, with your kids, and stuff like that. And so you want things done in a certain way, right? And then when you tell people to do certain thing, or like you expect people to do things one way, and then it doesn't turn out the way you like it, so that's another dislike. Okay, and when that doesn't, and because of that, anger arises within you. Okay, so that's another kind of anger, and that anger comes from not from outside, but not from like somebody cussing or call you name or do whatever to you, but this one come from something from you, that you expect something to happen, your kids do something, or you expect um, whatever, project, co-workers or whatever to do something, or your employee or your boss or whatever to do certain thing, and when it doesn't happen, it upsets you, right? Upset is a form of anger also. Okay, so that's those are the two things that I like to just touch on it right now, because anger, there's so many kinds of things that can cause anger within a person. Okay, and of course it's always for us, for we always think that because of that we get mad, we get angry, because something is not done right, or something is done that you don't like. Either way, that's pretty much the main or major source of anger, right? So how does that, so for us, for we normal ordinary people. Let's say if right now if you sit down and do nothing, right, you're at peace. You say, I'm a good person, I'm at peace, normal, nothing happened, so okay, you're good, just like that. And all of a sudden something, let's say I'm gonna touch on the first one, that something or somebody say something you don't like, or maybe your boss. Let's say you sit and mind your own business, do something at work or whatnot, and then somebody come by or something, don't like what you do and things like that. They throw a couple of words here and there, say things like that, certain thing, anger arises in you. Okay, so that's automatic. We act like that, and that's for us what we call normal people. That's how we react. We see, oh, that's my pug. He likes to sit. He likes to sit on my lap, but he's my black pug anyway. So how do we stop that anger from happening? Okay, and we have to, in order to find out why, how to control your anger, how to stop that anger, you need to understand that when we always think that outside things cause anger inside you. Okay, and somebody call you or do whatever, and then or do things that you that not doesn't meet your expectation. Think about it the other way. You have to flip things around. Okay, let's say somebody say something, call your name or whatever, treat you verbally. I'm talking about verbally. Something that you hear, sound coming, especially anger is received by sound, not with vision. Anger arises mostly from outside. Is the source of it is sound. Somebody says something, comes into your ear. Okay, but it happens so fast. How we process and we react. Okay, when somebody says something else that you don't like, we react right away. Boom, anger arrives so fast. When you react, either sometimes you react but you keep it to yourself, or you say something back. Okay, so that's the normal things that most of us do. We react to things. Come in, boom, you react, you say back, and things like this, and you start to have this argument, conversation, and things like that. Okay, so here's the thing. First of all, you have to go back to the original state that you, before you hear something, you're at peace. Okay, you hear all the stuff, there's all the sound going on, it doesn't affect you, right? You hear music, you hear other people say or whatever, it doesn't affect you. But when a person says something to you that comes into your ear, you react right away. It's a natural instinct. It's like a defense mechanism that we have inside of all of us, that we try to protect ourselves. And because of that, and when somebody says something to you, you say that's not right, or it's not fair, or it is not, and then you react. Okay, that reaction is automatically within us. Most of us react just like that, and then you're mad, and then you start arguing and things like that. Okay, here's the thing. If you can observe, okay, your reaction instead of react, you need to do some training, because we all need to do training in order to understand ourselves, our mind works, okay, how this reaction works, okay, because normally, because when we hear things, we can choose actually to act or to react or not to react or not to act. It's up to you. It's up to us. Okay, so let's say somebody says something nasty, you know, call you name, you know, swear at you, you know, call you a monkey face, you know, or a bald head, you know, a skinny bald head guy like me, right? Or, you know, whatever, you know, the F word, the B word, and all that stuff. You can choose, okay? Because if you react, because when that sound come inside you and you recognize that word, okay, normally you react right away, boom, you know, hey, you call me this and that, why, and stuff like that, okay? But the real you can choose, right? If you let yourself be angry and then you react, okay, it means you let that outside sound, that words that other people, you know, blurt out, you let that outside sound affects your inner peace, affects you. See, you need to understand that, oh, when anger arises, it means you let that outside sound, that person say something, whatever, affects you. Another word, there are many teaching about this. It means also, if you look at the other thing, happiness, okay, suffering and happiness, they are paired. It's the same thing. If somebody says something pleasant about you, and you're saying, oh, you look handsome, you're rich, you're a big guy, you're all that, you're happy. You see, because what, it comes through here, it comes here, and then you react. It's a normal process that we all do as human beings. It's like an automatic thing. We don't understand it. Okay, it's just, well, that's who we are. Yeah, that's who I am. So we react to the sound that come into our ear. When people praise you, you're happy, right? That's what the Buddha was talking about. The Buddha said, now your emotion go up and down depending on the outside influence. See, the influence from outside, something, you hear something, your anger arises. You hear something, your happiness arises. So, another word, you are being controlled by outside source. See, you are not you. You let the outside things control your emotion. But let's think, if you don't hear all those, whether praise words or words that you don't like to hear, before you hear all those, let's say if you sit here, you're at peace. See, that's equanimity. You're not happy, you're not sad, you're not angry, you're nothing. You just here, nothing. And then all of a sudden, boom, something come into your ear, this emotion, right? So this is one of the big source that create the anger. Okay, it's the same thing. Vision is also a source. You know, vision is create different kind of source. It's vision create desire. You know, you see something beautiful, something nice, or you crave for it and stuff like that. It comes through here. Something's in here arise. But before you see that, let's say you see somebody you like, you like your friends, your kids, or your whoever, whatever. You're like, okay, you smile. If you see somebody you don't like, and you happen to run into that person, or even family members, or you know, somebody who you don't like, even inside the family. You know, you wake up, or I don't, you know, you had a fight with your kids, and it continue, with your friends or the in-law that you don't like, right? For example, when you see that person, that emotion rise again, and that is the vision. That's a vision thing. So, but I'm going off track a little bit. But the anger, that's what happens when you hear something like that. Okay, this thing arise. So that's, you have to observe that. Oh, before that, my mind was at peace, and now this thing arise. I'm being influenced by outside, uh, bombardment, like a bomb drop on you, boom, 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 and you react. Okay. The other thing that I mentioned about the source of anger is something that doesn't happen the way you like. You expect something done, or or you have a project that you don't meet the goal, and you're mad at your co-worker, your kid, or whatever it arises, right? But before that, you're at peace. See, you love that peacefulness inside, but you keep saying, hey, this, all these things here keeps happening that make me not happy, that make me angry, frustrated. Okay, it's because you don't understand how your mind keeps reacting to all of these things going on. Okay, your mind is actually, if your true self, if nothing is out there happening, you're at peace, right? So all those things keep coming in, and you just keep, and the thing is, you don't know how to stop it. When you hear something, you let it affect you, and boom, you say something, you get rage, your temperature goes up, and all that stuff, and that's how we live our life. Most of the people, that's how people live their life. You react to things, around you and all that stuff, and one thing leads after another, and if it keeps coming in back and forth, and it grows and grows, and this anger grows into hatred, and hatred's going to get into fight. That's why we have war, because all this keep going on back and forth. It's confusing. Because why? Because we don't understand this thing, right? This thing here, if you just observe this, mind you a little bit. The Buddha said, you cannot stop the rain, the wind, the sun, or whatever. The rain is the rain. When the rain, it's gonna rain. When it's storm, it's gonna storm. When the sun comes out, it's gonna be hot, right? You cannot stop that, which means you ain't gonna stop people from talking different stuff. People do different things. They have different opinions. They do all kinds of stuff that you have no control of, and you don't want to control it, because there's no way, because that's how the world is. The world has many kinds of flavors. That's what makes it beautiful, and you have to understand that, that this is how it is. Okay, you have to accept what is. That's what it means. That's how it is. So how do you get to understand that? When you hear things, okay, you just hear things. Try to do that. Observe it. Like sometimes the people say things, so okay, you just hear, and you don't let it come in here and then come in here. Nope. When it come in here, it just let it stay here. Don't let it come inside. No, don't do that. Because when you let that come inside here, you're gonna have reaction. Boom, come back, and then you start having issue. When you hear things, stop it right here. Don't let it affect you. That's how the Buddha said. The Buddha said, you cannot stop the rain, the sun, the storm, the whatever. Make sure you have a nice roof, right? Build a roof so that no rain can come in. Build a nice wall around the house so no wind, or no water, no wind that can come in. So if you can just build your surrounding all nice and close, no problem. The sunshine, okay, the sunshine. You have roof. Or the rain or a storm, okay, it's outside. You're inside, you're nice. You're not affected by it. But right now, most of us, we let the rain in, we let the sun in, we let all kinds of stuff in through here, mostly through the eye, through the ear, come in here and affect you. Boom, you react. We react. Okay. You learn to control that. Okay. This in here, because you normally before or you hear this or you see, this is at peace. Right? That's what you want. You hear things, okay, you just hear things. Okay, so how do we so it doesn't mean you become a piece of rock, a piece of stone, just sit there and do nothing. It's not like that. People say things, okay, you say things, you don't react. You just, okay, I hear things, and then you let this thing here do the magic, like kind of. Okay, they say something, is that true or not? Okay, let's say if buddies, say something nice or not nice, you understand, oh, okay, the person is not in a good mood or something, right? Or they do, and they also do things unconsciously, because we mostly, when we react, things like that, we doing things unconsciously. We have no idea what we're doing. We just a mess. So when you hear that, okay, do I need to respond? And if I need to respond, okay, see, that's not the same thing as react. React is like you're not thinking. Okay, but to respond, if you hear something, but if somebody say, if somebody just call you or whatever, say, whatever, then you're still at peace. They can call you whatever, as long as you say, I'm not gonna be affected by it. Okay, just let it go. It's just as simple as that. Just let it go. It doesn't bother me, right? If you see something that needs to be done, okay, you hear something, or well, you can say things, but you say things from a different state of mind, not a reactive mind, from a responsible mind, the mind that understands the other person also, why they say things like that, a certain thing. Try to understand the other person, why they do things like that, why, and try to say, okay, whether right or wrong, it doesn't matter, because right or wrong is another issue. It's difficult to talk about right or wrong. It's no such a thing as right and wrong, just opinion, based on people's experience, memories, and histories, and all that stuff. So what you do is you just be yourself. No, don't react. And you hear things, and okay, you don't like, or you don't like, or like, you start to understand, and whether you want to respond, you respond. If you don't need to respond, okay, because the thing is that there's another level that people need to understand. Normally people react so fast. Why people react so fast? This is, you have to you need to study yourself more, go way back, because it's like a natural instinct of us human and animal the same. We have this instinct of defending ourselves. Okay, so reaction is one of the mechanisms that animal or people do to defend ourselves. But certain things you don't need to react. Things like that. Reaction. So reaction is part of ego. Okay, because if, let's say, somebody call you a stupid idiot or something like that, right? You react right away. You're mad, right? Why? Because that's an ego reacting. Okay, you try to protect yourself, your image. I'm not a stupid idiot, so you react. See, that is the ego. The ego react back. Okay, that ego comes from the mind. Okay, come from the mind. Hey, he called me, a stupid idiot. Call you a stupid idiot, so you can. So the instinct of the defending instinct react right away, boom. But if you just sit here and somebody call you, hey, a stupid idiot, you just say, look at him. Okay. Then see, it doesn't affect. It doesn't affect you. They can call whatever you want. They want, You say, okay, that's your opinion. Whatever. I can't stop you from, having that opinion. But I know I'm me. I'm here. Whatever you want. See, sometimes it's so simple, but it's difficult to do, right? And a lot of people say, oh, it's hard. Yeah, it's. You have to train. You got to train yourself. Okay, See, that's one thing that I thought I'd like to share with you about how to control your anger. That's one of the major things that cause a lot of issue. You start to observe yourself, and then you say, oh, it comes again, and this react again. You stop this from reacting. So when you hear something, stop it right here. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal, because it comes to it has to do with another principle in Buddhism about the non-self. I think a lot of you probably know about it. Then you got to understand the ego protect. Try to protect. I am. I'm this. I'm that. I'm not a stupid idiot and things like that. Right? That's ego. But the real you, you don't need to tell me either. It doesn't matter. It's just like. All right. So that's all I have for now. We'll have something else. I can think of something else I will share with you later on. So, okay. All right. You have a good day. Bye.